Other news I got for you. Have I played the Lies of P DLC yet? No, but that's another 20-hour banger. You could throw banger in there too. Lies of P, Night Rain. What are we talking about? Dynasty Warrior Origin, if you want to throw that in the tier below. That's a cool game. It's all right. It's cool. Pick one, play one, please. In other news, in sad ass news, Sony is reportedly being interested in buying the Warner Bros. Games assets. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. After the flop of Gotham Knights, Suicide Squad, Multiverses, what other games they put out? They're so forgettable. They dropped like 5. Oh, Mortal Kombat 1. I feel like I'm forgetting one more. Wonder Woman got canceled. After flop after flop after flop after flop, Warner Bros. Fired their president's gaming division, and now it's looking like they might sell. Sony's reportedly interested in buying Warner Bros. Games assets. Sony's exploring the idea of buying Warner Bros. Games' various gaming assets. That's according to a new report that surfaced this week. According to SES Scoop, Sony is interested in buying Warner Bros. Streaming and studio assets. Those assets, the report says, would include the company's HBO Max streaming service, its various IPs, and gaming assets. Sony said they want it all.
I appreciate the super chat, twin. I guess dropping a super bag on a super nigga like me would be super appropriate for a time like this.
Yo, shout out to Jiggle Them Balls with the super chat. Appreciate it. Is Insomniac Games DC games? No, Insomniac they make Marvel games. Niggas just run 2K Rec all day and say that shit is gaming is dead. Welcome to the stream, EJ. Shout out to Jiggle with the super chat, being consistent as usual. Sony said they want HBO, they want the movies, and they want the games. And let me tell y'all something. Not only does Sony say they want it all, I have a new prediction. Sony said they want it all from Warner Bros. And I'm willing to bet Sony's dumbass is gonna overpay for it. Friendly reminder, Sony paid $2 billion for Bungie Studios. The game the studio whose portfolio is about as deep as a Soulja Boy album. When Sony purchased Bungie, the only thing that was in Bungie's portfolio was Destiny 2. And Destiny 2 was already dead. They had one DLC left by the time Sony bought them. They didn't have anything else. Because remember, Microsoft owns Halo. So they essentially paid for something in hopes that they could drop a heater. Marathon, they released the beta. Nigga said, nah, chief, that's not it. And they paid $2 billion for that. So let me ask you a question, chat. This is my prediction. If Sony's dumbass paid $2 billion for Bungie, let's throw some numbers out in the chat. What do you think Sony is going to pay for the company that owns Batman, Superman, Wonder Woman, Flash, Martian Manhunter, let's see, Warner Bros. What do they fucking own, man? Warner Bros. Bugs Bunny. Robert. These niggas own Bugs Bunny, Beetlejuice, Looney Tunes. Oh my God. You said 17-10. They can't pay more than the Lakers. Harry Potter, that's right. That's the one good thing they do have. They got Harry Potter in the games division. The Terminator. They own so many powerful IPs. And Sony said they want it all. That's at least, yeah, I agree. That's at least 10 to 15 billion. Because granted, Warner Bros. Is on the decline. So Sony will be able to get it at a cheaper price. But that doesn't change the fact that Warner Bros. Catalog is much deeper than Bungie's. And they paid $2 billion? At bare minimum, yeah, all of Cartoon Network, at least 10. And some people are saying 20, at least. And the funny part about this is they're going to pay for all that shit, and there's no guarantee that any of it will be successful. So sources say Sony was only interested in acquiring Warner Bros. Streaming studio and gaming assets if they were separated from its cable network. So they don't want the cable stuff, which have lost millions of homes as viewers abandon traditional cable. Oh, they just talking about cable packages. Warner Bros. Discovery announced on June 9th that it was splitting its company into two separate entities, Warner Bros. Streaming and Studios and Warner Bros. Global Networks. The split, which is scheduled to be completed by mid-2026, will see all the company's linear assets such as TNT Sports, CNN, and Discovery under the Global Networks wing, and streaming and studios include HBO Max, games, production studios, and more. Okay, so since it's not 100% of everything, I don't know if upward. I think at least 10 to 15. I think at least 10 to 15. If we talking movies, games, and like the streaming stuff. This is crazy. I just hope that Sony learned their lesson before, if they do, because this is all rumor, right? But if Sony does pull the green and actually, if they do shoot the green and they actually try to buy Warner Bros., I hope that they check the books.
To Super Chat, I'm going to Snapchat Sonic my intrusive thoughts.
Shout out to Simple Jack with the $5 super chat. He said, how is Sony going to buy Warner when they couldn't even afford Paramount without the help of equity? The Warner Bros. Must be served. The only way is they must be doing a yard sale, nigga. They must be doing a yard sale. Everything dirt cheap. That's the only thing. Because keep in mind, you have to understand, I can't speak on their other divisions, but just their gaming division alone, you have to understand how much money the president got fired of the gaming division. Let me repeat this. In the last 10 years, Warner Bros. Has failed with Multiverses, Mortal Kombat 1, Gotham Knights, Suicide Squad, Wonder Woman. I could even throw probably Shadow of War in there because, Quidditch. I forgot about that. The Quidditch game, that's 6. You might be able to throw Shadow of War was a good game, but the microtransactions fucked it up. Let's look up cost of production on Suicide Squad. Wasn't it like 200 million? So let's see. No, not the movie. Game. The game. It was. The game was approximately $200 million to make. How much did it make? Let's see. Suicide Squad game. So it cost them $200 million to make. Sales. Is that correct? This makes sense. Estimated 5 million in revenue, around 50,000 copies sold. Oh, that's only the first 3 days. Okay, no, that can't be right. That can't be right. It might, the actual sales might not be online because it's only been a year. But if this gives us any indication, because this is 5 million in the first 3 days. After the first week this game came out, it had horrible PR. Wasn't nobody buying this shit. I would be shocked if it sold more than. I'd be shocked if it generated more than 10 million. Probably like 7. So if they spent 200 million and ain't cracking 10 million back, and that was one, I repeat, one game. Add that up with other stuff. Let's see. Gotham Knights production cost. Check the Steam DB. Bro, that game dead. Cut it out. Gotham Knights is the CW's cheap. No, the game. I forgot there's a TV show. It's not publicly, like, they don't even want to release the numbers, bro. They don't even want to release the numbers. But that's just one game. We just listed like 6 failures in a row. Hogwarts Legacy saved them, bro. It fucking saved them. So going back to asking how would they even be able to afford all this, it's probably going to be a yard sale. They're not in a good position, which is crazy. If I was Sony, if I can get it for dirt cheap, if I'm Sony, I'm buying it too. You get Superman, Batman, Wonder Woman, Flash for the dirt, for the low. And then you can make your own games and make them exclusive to the PS6 or something like that. I'm pulling it, bro. I'm shooting for half court, nigga. I'm shooting for half court. Oh, shit. You just got to make a good game. That's all. Yeah, in the Nemesis system, yeah, green, fuck, nigga. This the business side of shit. This business shit is dog eat dog, boy. Oh, shit. Shit, it would be a steal if they play it right. The thing is, you got to make a good game so you make your money back. That's the hard part. You got to put the right team behind people. Now I haven't talked about Black Ops 7 yet, but be aware. Keep in mind, none of this is confirmed, by the way. None of this is confirmed. we'll see how this story develops. It'll be interesting to see if Sony gets another Infinity Stone. We know Microsoft's got a few Infinity Stones. Will Sony fight back and get one of themselves? We'll find out on the next episode of Dragon Ball Z. Batman alone carries hard.
You should be locked up.
If Sony bought...
for the filthy number of subs you just dropped.
Shout out to Booty Scratcher with the 5 get the subs. If Sony...
so much money on a streamer.
If Sony bought the license to games from Warner Bros. And then rebooted Batman and made a Batman, what's the shit with Terry? Batman Beyond Arkham. If they made Batman Beyond Arkham, they'd make their money back real quick. But you gotta listen to the fans, man. You gotta listen to the fans. Rumored God of War spinoff title got pushed back to 2026, according to insiders. I didn't even know there was one coming. A rumored God of War game taking place in the series' original settings of Greece was absent from Sony's latest State of Play showcase, leading to questions regarding its existence. But according to those who initially reported on the project, it's supposedly been moved to release in 2026. While lamenting the state of his fantasy critic draft on the latest episode of The Last Nintendogs, Giant Bomb's Jeff Grubb shares that he's heard the latest God of War title, hold on, y'all, is due to come out in 2026. No additional information regarding the reasoning for the move or whether it was release window will all was shared. You can watch the full episode here. When first reported, the latest entry in the God of War franchise was described as a side story that would take the series back to Greece and that would release this year. Just before Sony's State of Play, Insider Gaming's Tom Henderson suggested that the game was a smaller in scope than previously thought, while adopting a Metroidvania format into what? I might have been halfway interested if it was traditional God of War, but you kind of lost me right there. While adopting a Metroidvania format in 2D, with Grubb seemingly confirming he had heard the same. Yeah, you lost me. You lost me. I'm good off that. It's all rumors. Take it with a grain of salt, but this is one of those cases where I hope the rumor is not true. Honest question, do you think the quality and the variety of the gaming industry will evolve if they had hardcore gamers like you as consultants for some of these fledgling gaming companies? It's hard to say because I've consulted on games before. My name is in a couple games for the credits. But the thing is, like, the thing you have to understand is, and this is what sucks about business, you can give a great idea. I mean, I'm gonna be honest, some of y'all are probably experiencing this right now. Fuck this game industry shit, right? Real life. Some of y'all are probably working in corporate America right now. You could be, I don't know, a construction worker who manages projects, right? And you go to your boss and say, hey, I think we should do things this way. Or you work at Walmart and you stock shelves. Hey, I think it would be more efficient to do this way. You can suggest a good idea, but it doesn't mean your boss is going to listen. And as someone who's been in these rooms before, let me tell you something. These people think they fucking know everything. So that doesn't mean there's not people out there trying to fight the good fight, because trust me, they're out there. I've talked to people behind the scenes that have worked on various different types of games, but it doesn't mean people are going to listen, because ultimately the person who's footing the bill, they usually have more control. Why? Because they're paying for it. Not just corporate. I work in film, and this is a regular occurrence. When I worked at G4, they asked me to write a skit for Black History Month. I wrote a skit about code switching. I show up, I submitted my script. Mind you, they asked me. I submitted my script a week ahead of time. I worked on it. It was funny. Submitted the script. They said, okay, cool. I show up that day, the following week, to shoot the skit that they asked me to write for Black History Month. They were going to post it on their social medias, right? I show up. Everybody that's supposed to be there is there that I asked to be in the skit. I look at the script and I said, what the fuck is this? It's pretty hard to make me mad, chat. When I tell you, like, you ever get so mad you start clenching your jaw, like you can feel the steam coming off your fucking ears? I'm looking around in this room full of white people who asked me to do something for Black History Month. I did something that wasn't preachy or offensive. It was funny, very tongue-in-cheek. It was one of those ones you have to be of the culture to get it. I remember this day. Yeah, I was in the group chat pissed. It's the only time I worked at G4 and I walked off set. I was so fucking pissed. I said, yo, y'all asked me to do something and then you changed my script to something totally different. I said, who the fuck did this shit? They said, oh, X, Y, and Z. I said, y'all out y'all rabbit ass mind. I ain't doing this shit. I walked off set that day. I did not come back to work. Would you ever speak in depth of your experiences at G4? I don't have that many interesting stories. It's like, whatever, bro. It's happened to me.
When you
Folks, you can make a suggestion. Don't mean niggas gonna listen.
subscribe to
They could have talked to you about it first.
into oblivion.
They could have, but, you know. It is what it is, man. Oh, we didn't know da-da-da-da. That's why Damon left SNL. Shit happens, bro. They try to stifle your creativity. And the worst part is they don't believe in you until you believe in yourself. You do something and then they want to be in your dick. Prime example is like Ryan Coogler. I'm gonna be honest. I thought about this the other day. I don't think Ironheart for Disney Plus would have came out if Sinners wasn't successful. It's hard to tell. Ironheart looks like it'll be okay at best, but a lot of people think it's gonna be bad. And if it's bad, I feel bad for Ryan Coogler because I'm pretty sure he didn't have full creative control. But really, it's so close to one another. So for those unaware, Ironheart finished shooting 3 years ago. They finished shooting that shit in 2022. You don't think it's a coincidence after the success of Sinners, they started dropping trailers? And on every trailer and on every poster, it says produced by Ryan Coogler. You said, what? This is true. That shit has been done, bruh. That shit has been done. Now they trying to ride that nigga coattail, bruh. And it sucks because if that shit is ass, who's gonna take the brunt of it? The black man. He said if Ironheart was about Tony's daughter, it would have been put. So I'm actually really hoping that show is good. I think it comes out next week, the first 3 episodes. I'm hoping it's really good. I think he only produced it, not directed it. It doesn't matter, even if he was just the producer. If you look at all the posters, you look at the trailers, his name is all over it. They're trying to use his name because his name is the hottest shit in Hollywood right now. Dude. It still got his name all over it. People don't like it when you go against the grain. It does on the 23rd. Yeah, I'm gonna check it out. I'm hoping it's good. If Ironheart is good, people will hate on it for the themes Coogler may have put in there. I'm praying it's good. Right? You wanna watch Ironheart? Don't try to kiss me, bro. What the fuck? They do it to 50 Cent all the time. So going back to full circle to what I was saying earlier, just because you make a suggestion doesn't mean that suggestion is gonna be taken to heart. Happens all the time. Call of Duty news. To be fair, the strikes had a hand in that too. I'll give you that a little bit. I'll give you that. Maybe like the editors, but even still, you can't fully put that on the strike because Disney has been churning out these shows and movies like fucking hotcakes. And then as soon as Sinners popped off, hey guys, we finally got a release date. You heard Kevin Feige might be leaving Marvels. I saw that rumor, but it came from like a Twitter page I never heard of. So I didn't cover that because I'm like, that's not a reputable source. But if Kevin Feige leaves, if that turns out to be true, if Kevin Feige leaves and they don't pick up like a top dude to run the MCU might be cooked. I have a hard time believing he'll leave though. That's too much money on the table, bro. That's too much money on the table. Disney did a whole series during COVID. Exactly. Call of Duty podcast confirms Black Ops 7 is boots to the ground. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. If you love a traditional boots to the ground Call of Duty, the rumor is the next one will be. And I'm gonna go ahead and make another prediction. If this rumor turns out to be true that Black Ops 7 is more boots to the ground, when it's officially, if it's confirmed, if this is ever confirmed, that day, that week that it's confirmed, every major Call of Duty YouTuber and streamer will be on the internet, Twitter, Twitch, YouTube, whatever. Talk about Call of Duty's back, guys. We're going boots to the ground. It's going to be so good. This is going to be just like our childhood. Just like they did with Call of Duty World War II. And how'd that game turn out? Anyways, Call of Duty Black Ops 7 will see an evolution of the Omni movement system developer Treyarch creates for Black Ops 6, but players shouldn't expect anything too ridiculous. Treyarch confirms the game won't include futuristic movement abilities like wall running or jetpacks, as have occasionally appeared in past Call of Duty games. Details about the movement system in Black Ops 7's campaign settings were confirmed during the latest episode of the official Call of Duty podcast. podcast host Stephanie Snowden shut down rumors of potential wall running and jetpacks in Black Ops 7. I do remember that being a rumor like a month ago. When co-host Miles Ross asked about Black Ops 7's movement, Snowden replied, "I can confirm no wall running, no jetpacks, but it will feature an evolution of the Omni movement." So now that it's been confirmed by official Call of Duty people, I take that back. I thought this was a rumor. It has been confirmed. When they actually show the gameplay, then that's when the streamers and shit will, because the average Call of Duty streamer don't read. These niggas is not reading this article. When they confirm it in the gameplay trailer, they're gonna lose their mind. The YouTube Call of Duty people. So since it has been confirmed, there's gonna be no wall running and no jetpacks. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna make another prediction. That means that this will be another Modern Warfare 3 situation on our hands. If you guys remember, Modern Warfare 3 was originally supposed to be DLC for Modern Warfare 2 Remake, but Activision decided to be lazy and put the 3 on it so they can make more money and get people excited. I have a hard time believing that Treyarch is going to do back-to-back Black Ops, and it's going to be something completely innovative and different. I think it's just going to be something slightly different from Black Ops 6. So it's probably going to be like Black Ops 6 DLC. That's probably what it was supposed to be, and they're going to call it Black Ops 7, and that's going to get people hyped because when you put that number in front of it, it's going to generate more sales. Can we get a new Black All right, baby. Black T-Body Bar here, breaking it down. I haven't heard about T-Mart in a long time. So that's my new prediction. Boots to the ground. It's been confirmed. They gonna gas this shit. Thank God it's on Game Pass, so we don't got to pay for this shit. In other news, Mind's Eye is back in the news. They can't just shut the fuck up after dropping that dud. Positive Mind's Eye comments are not written by Build a Rocket Boy bots, the developers say. If you're not following, basically there's a bunch of positive reviews on Mind's Eye's Steam version, I believe. And people think that they're using bots to create fake reviews, but the developers say that's not true. On Steam and other aggregators, Mind's Eye reviews remain relatively enthusiastic. The debut game from Build a Rocket Boy, that name is horrible. The studio created by former GTA, Red Dead Redemption, and Rockstar producer Leslie Benzies. Mind's Eye has been criticized by both players and publications, which cite issues with technical performance, repetitive mechanics, and uninteresting visual design. However, on some platforms, including social media, posts have appeared that have a more positive input, likening Mind's Eye to the launch version of Cyberpunk 2077, and praising the game's narrative premise. In several instances, these posts have the exact same wording and pronunciation, and are a characteristic of bot-generated comments uploaded by fake accounts. In response to suggestions that it was engineered these posts to spread favorable sentiment about Mind's Eye, Build a Rocket Boy emphatically says it does not and will not use bots. Specifically, Build a Rocket Boy replies to Mike's channel on a co-presenter on the YouTube channel Outside Xbox. On their own Twitter account, channel shares 2 images of 2 comments from separate user accounts that were posted beneath a recent 1-star review of Mind's Eye. The 2 posts are identically written and punctuated. They are quoted here with grammatical errors maintained. I'm loving the story, simulation theory. Only had a few bugs, but others haven't been so lucky. Reminds me of how Cyberpunk launched. Alongside the images, channel poses an open question. Is Mind's Eye paying for bots to comment under reviews? Do we have a picture of the tweets? Siggy's on his alt account. I wish they would have linked the fucking tweets. Oh, there they go. Other Twitter users reply to channels of posts, some of them sharing what appear to be further examples of identically written posts that praise or faintly praise Mind's Eye. In response, the developer of Sandbox Games asserts that it has never used bots. Thanks for flagging, Build a Rocket Boy says, taking a minute to set the record straight and refute this bullshit and other false claims that are swirling around about our name. Build a Rocket Boy has never used any bots and never will we. We pumped to see players loving the latest Mind's Eye update. Oh, I love this shit, niggas. The fuck up. Most Steam Mind's Eye's rating is based a -37. Please stop hitting me, dude. These niggas guilty as hell, bro. The punctuation, the wording is all the same. Okay. They use Chat GPT and they didn't check to see if it was anything different. If you had any money, would you invest millions into some of these game companies? Depends on the type of millions. If we're talking like a few million, like low, like 5 to 10 million, no. But if I was in like that $100 million range, if a studio came to me and they showed me a working vertical slice, and, you know, a whole presentation, like this is what we want to do, bring me on for consulting, Maybe I'll throw him a few bands, you know. I might invest in it, but I'm not gonna just put my name on anything. Nah. You gotta have a different type of money to be playing with game development. I don't got that type of money, chat. I'm broke. What up, Animus? 2 weeks before this game came out, it had like 100 positive reviews on the Xbox store. Fake. This is the biggest goof ass game of the fucking year. What a stinker. In other news, we got an update on the Nintendo Switch 2. Some leaked footage of Batman Arkham Knight is running on the Nintendo Switch 2. There's only a few minor downgrades, but nobody will really notice them according to this person. So here's some footage of the Switch 2's Arkham Knight. What do you guys think? Look at the jump animations. Hey, more variety. This shit crispy, bro. Look at Batman killing people. Oh shit. Let's go. I love that people are clowning on the Switch 2. Aki trying to get you to stop talking. I dropped the link in the chat. So yeah, if you're thinking about getting a Switch 2, there's another game coming. Definitely game of the year type shit. This can't be real. No, this is real footage, bro. This is real footage. Definitely going to be in that $1 million bracket, so I want to invest. But you're right, the game got to be a solid presentation. Yeah, it's got to be something I believe in, especially if you put your name. Because like the thing is, like if I put my name next to a game and that shit is ass, I'm gonna get clowned. An example being is Shroud. That nigga Shroud tried to act like he ain't put out that damn shooter, bro. That shit, did nobody play that shit. That shit was so ass. Shroud didn't play his own game. I'm not trying to be caught in no Shroud situation, bro. That nigga said, shooter? Let me put my name on it. Nope. No, thank you. I'm gonna ask, what's the marketing budget? How do you plan to get this game out in front of gamers? I want to know the whole business model. How do you plan to stand out? Are you open to consulting? Right. Present that nigga Shroud. You remember what was the name of that game? I forgot that shooter where you had two people, but I remember when they first announced it, Shroud was standing there next to 3 developers in that shit with his arms crossed, like, yeah, this is my game. That man was playing Marvel Rivals. Yeah, Spectre. Fucking Spectre, which is ironic because wasn't nobody trying to spectate that shit. Did you talk about the stolen switches? Yeah, I talked about that yesterday. You gonna play that new Will Smith game? Wait, Will Smith game? What are you talking about? We're going in the sub box. Spectre Divide. Let me change the account to Big Hokage. Any trailers I should be aware of? I need some water, bro. Switch 2 review. Anything Elo. This is how I know I'm getting old. All these animated movies be dropping and I be never hearing none of them. Marvel Mystic Mayhem official teaser trailer. What's this? Donkey Kong? Oh, that's right. There was a direct today. I ain't see nobody talking about it. Was it good? Where is that? Wu Chang and Feathers and Souls. Like, oh, they got a first look at Wu Chang. She's leaving. Oh no, she's leaving. Timeline. I think he's hungry. Did you get Battle Beast number 2 today? I did, but my new rule now, before I show off anything that I got at the store, I want to read them. I want to try to read as many as I can. So like I'll talk about it next week. So at least I could talk about it. So because I don't want people wasting money on books and shit. You feel me? If you want recommendations, I want to make sure to. I seen that because I DLC. There's nothing to talk about. Is that it right there? Who got the breakdown version? Hands on. You already know you're gonna enjoy the hands-on impressions. Okay, we got impressions of Borderlands 4. Is there like a 10-minute version that breaks down everything? I already know they put a girl in the game, but other than that, Lion's Hearts. I'm gonna have to put that shit on 1.5. Why have you forsaken me, Father? You see how you acting to jumping to. You getting out of control. Madden 26 official deep dive on the gameplay. Let's go. Let's fucking go. Everything I learned from my second hands-on with Crimson Desert. Donkey Kong presentation, full joint. That one's only 17 minutes. All right, well, we got some trailers. You gonna play the Berserker DLC? Does it add new story content? I'm gonna be honest. I gotta still play Liza P. I saw the Invincible joint. I think this is stuff from yesterday. It is. We got a bunch of bangers though. Before I watch these trailers, let me take a bathroom break real quick. Also, I think he's hungry. That's why he keeps hitting me. You hungry? Yeah, he is. You see. Let me feed him real quick. 5 minutes, chat. BRB. Ugh.
Why do people resubscribe to the idea of Shadow having a BBC? Only Sonic wields that type of power.
Oh, hey, yapping got me parched, bro. Okay. Got me fucking parched. Would you get this collector item? Let me see. I've been reaching for my water. I'm like, where the fuck is that? I left my water in the damn kitchen. New look at the Galactus popcorn. Oh yeah, I saw this already. Nah, that shit, it's cool. I'm not gonna lie, this is cool. If you're but the thing is, I'm not a Galactus fan. I'm not really a Fantastic Four fan, period. But also, this shit costs $80 for those unaware. It is cool. If you got the money, maybe. That's a big ass popcorn bucket, but $80 too rich for my blood. Maybe if it was like 20, I might get it. Because like I said, I'm not a big Galactus fan. But like that would look cool on somebody's dresser or whatever. But taking head to a whole new level. Getting crazy top from Galactus for $80, too rich for